Well, hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. This is absolutely paradise here this afternoon, and I'm going to go for a sunset. Now, I was just checking out a possible frame up the top there with the 16-35, but actually what I'm going to do is use my 80-400mm lens for this sunset. So I'm just going to quickly change over that lens. I'm going to put the D750 onto the tripod here, and we'll frame up and we'll get the shot. Now, the reason why I'm set up here is because there's actually a couple of reasons. There's a little method behind my madness. I've got my first type of angle where I'm shooting across this way, and I've just got these palm trees in silhouette as the sun goes down. And I've actually used this technique once before when I was in Hawaii, where the sun was going down and I had these people out on this rock wall. I was using the same lens then. I was using the 80-400 with my D810 camera. It's just going to be such a beautiful sunset. But I've got one angle this way, and if you come with me over this way, I've got all these clouds. I've got a feeling those clouds could get some color to them. If that does happen, I can just simply swing the D750 with the 80-400mm lens around. I can just use some of these small trees in the foreground as some of my foreground interest. I might be able to get that nice color in the clouds in the background. So yeah, I'm hedging my bets. I'm going to see how this goes. That sun is just getting down into position now. I'm going to get the shot here to begin with, and then I'm going to wait about 15-20 minutes, and I'm going to see what type of color happens on these clouds over here. Just watching these guys out surfing. They've got the right idea. I should be out there with them. Okay, so that sun is now getting down into position. I've got a 5-second timer release on the camera. I'm trying to get this frame where the sun is just right in between these two palm trees. I think it's right there. Let's just get that shot. I'm sitting at about 105mm on the 80-400mm lens. All right, so that shot is now done, where I've got the big fireball going down behind the horizon. The sun's now dropped down behind the horizon, and I'm waiting on a little bit of color to come through. So you can see now behind me, there's starting to get this little bit of a pinkish type hue to these clouds with this tree in the foreground here. So what I might do is I'll just keep my eyes on the horizon here to see if any color comes up, because there is just a couple of clouds. I'm not expecting anything miraculous, but over this way I think it might look pretty cool. I might drop a ND8 filter onto the front of the 80-400mm lens. It's going to stop the light coming into the camera by about 3 stops. I should be able to get some nice movement in the water as it comes in past this tree here. So something's just caught my eye. There's this huge cloud bank out here, and it's just starting to turn color. Over here, I've got this small lone tree. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the D750 with the 80-400mm lens, and I'm going to get a shot looking out that way, and hopefully I'll get some nice movement of that water as it comes in. I'm shooting at ISO 100. I've dropped that ND8 filter onto the front of the lens. I'm shooting at 80mm. I've already done a video on this where I carry basically the 16-35mm lens and the 80-400mm lens, and these are the only two lenses I really use for landscape photography. I'll leave that video up here for you to have a look at a little bit later on. But yeah, basically once I got to this position, I ascertained what I wanted to do, and I knew straight away I needed to put the 80-400mm lens on because I needed to zoom into different parts of the landscape. And just as I say that, I've got this most amazing pink cloud out here. I've just got to quickly grab a shot. Just going to time this wave coming in. So what I've done with this frame, I've isolated this tree so it's down the bottom of the frame. It's just by itself. And then you've got this amazing cloud bank in the background. This is the great thing about the D750. It really does have beautiful colors. I've been asked this once before on my channel. People say, why did you use the D750 and you didn't use the D850 or you didn't use the Z7? The D750 is still such an amazing camera. It's just got the most beautiful colors. I can't really describe it. It's very similar to the D850 and I just love using it. It's a great camera. Another great thing about the Nikon D750, it has amazing dynamic range. So my foreground is quite dark here because I've exposed to the background sky. I'm getting about a 2-second, and as I say this, here comes an amazing set of waves. So what I've done is I've focused on the tree. I've got ISO 100, I'm sitting at f11, and I'm getting about 2 seconds. So just one last shot for the evening. There's this low cloud out in the horizon. This is the great thing about having this 80-400mm lens for landscape photography. I'm right in at 400mm. I've got the silhouette of the palm trees. In the background is the glow of the sun underneath these clouds, and it's giving off the most beautiful color. Here's a shot. Well, what a beautiful afternoon here doing some sunset photography with the Nikon D750. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Never stop creating, and I'll see you next time. And just before you head off into the sunset, so to speak, I have now created a Nikon D750 playlist on my channel. So if you own or are interested in what this D750 camera can do in a lot of different photography situations, then I'll leave the playlist right here for you to check out at your leisure.